So the team starts from the sideline, and
Mm-hmm.
Anton Butikov with the disc, looking for a swing to his brother Andrei. And he is a famous lefty with nice flicks, and he swings to Gosha. Gosha back to Anton Butikov. And right now, the Real Five offense seems really,
Nice force from Rampage
yeah,
player over
absolutely,
here.
really, really incredible defense. Only breakthrows help. Disc is in the red zone, and we're looking for a throw. Yeah, and
And
it's
that's a
close.
score.
And it's a beef with an easy catch. It looks easy, but it was challenged quite closely.
Absolutely. Everything that looks easy has big work behind it, so that's what I keep saying.
Tells the player of the Cosmic Girls. So it's 2-1. It was an easy keep from
What
the
do you
Real
think
Five side.
if we name a few people from both teams that played in a Russian national team this year?
Okay, you pick first.
Just one player
I
per
don't
team?
know.
Okay,
You may start with the Rampage team.
I will start with the Rampage. So there is Alexander Petrenko, already mentioned several times, number 22. He was the part of the Russian national team on the cross this year. Also,
In open division, I
Alexander
suppose.
in open division. Sorry, yeah, Alexander Demotkin. He's also the team member here. I can't say if he's on the line right now or not.
Yes, he's second from the right.
Okay. Also, Vladimir Susyan, as far as I remember, number 7. I also can see him, very tall guy in the middle. He's fourth in the line right now. Maybe I could forget some people, but definitely that's the team with the big names in the
By
roster.
the way, all this line looks really tall. I think that most of them are at least 6 feet, as the Americans might say, or 1 meter and 80 centimeters, or more.
Maybe.
Yeah, but definitely.
So, there are also people in RealFive who are part of national team of Russia this year, and not just this year, but many years.
Oh, nice. Kochkin was
nice-
poaching, and he just missed Petrenko, who's catching the disc in the red zone, giving it.
And that's a score from Alexander Petrenko to Ruslan Tursunbayev, I guess, number 9.
Yeah, absolutely right. Right now, offensive hold for both teams looks really easy, except for the second point, which had like a lot of turns. There are almost none, and the wind is not a huge factor for the teams. They are attacking like downwind, not against the wind, so it's quite easy for them to hold and to throw these spectacular passes.
So as far as we know, both teams prefer to play a man-to-man defense. Is that correct?
I wonder if we will have any zones or poacher looks in this game. Both of the teams prefer man-to-man, solid, hardcore style of the game, and it will be like we call bone-to-bone.
And besides, weather conditions are more for man-to-man, I think, or how did you call it?
Personal.
Personal? I don't know. Okay, so no zone defense will probably happen this game. We'll see.
We'll see. Like now, captain of the team is with the disc, Zatelepin. This year, new captain. They had an election of the team captain. And
Really?
he-
Did they?
Yes, they did.
And that's an
Anton
amazing,
with an
beautiful
amazing,
hug
beautiful hug. It's incredible. Like
from Anton
perfectly
Butikov. He's famous for it.
Yeah, to
Gosha Arsenyev caught it, and I can't see the number of the guy playing who scored. Easy and beautiful hug. Okay. So yeah, Anton Butikov is also one of the leaders of
That was
Russian
Dmitry
national
Mishin,
team.
I
Dmitry
suppose.
Mishin got the previous score. Great. So Anton Butikov, who was hugging this time, he is one of the main handlers of Russian national team.
yeah, he's an incredible handler. He has all the passes and the vision of the field, and it's like every year I see him, I watch him playing, and I just wonder how and when such a unique player has developed in such a team. He's like the core player for the whole Real Five.
Not just RealFive, but also, as I said a few times already, Russian national team as well.
Yeah, basically yes. So right now we see the Real Five team on the line with a quite interesting defensive line. Kochkin is not on the field.
That's weird because he's one of the main defensive players.
I
I
suppose
guess.
they have like two defensive lines, so they are trying to practice and or to develop, establish some connections between the guys from the second line, second defensive line. Well, right now we see Alexander Petrenko trying to find the brick mark, which is, my bad, not pointed on the field, and they're starting the game in a pretty nice horizontal look to Susyan, who's trying to find Ruslan, looking for the Melkin, but he was covered quite well, quite close. What we see that when the disc is in the sideline, they don't feel like troubled in any way. Sorry for the wind, it's just a rush of the wind like right now. This is swinged back and forth and we don't see any activity in the end zone, but it's a nice breakthrough and Ruslan with a catch again. Is it his second or third goal already? I don't know.
Second, as far as I can remember.
Yeah, he's like unstoppable in the end zone, especially when you go to the break
Yeah,
side.
very fast guy. So it's again equal score 3-3.
Yeah, and it's quite equal. The game is quite even.
Really hard to say who's gonna win this.
My bet is RealFive. What do you think?
Okay, I'll bet it's Rampage then.
Can we switch? No, I'll
It
stay
was
with
neutral.
RealFive.
And
I believe in those
I'll
guys.
pick Rampage anyway. So
Yeah, they have brought at least 20 players and they have really nice pickups like Ilya Dannenberg, who is well known for playing for Sokol team, for instance. He's now going to probably finals with RealFive, I suppose. So he's playing with them, and I think they're like in a mood to win the whole tournament. As far as I was told from the guys of the RealFive side, they told
nice.
that there is
Cool.
no other place except the first one. So we
Mhm.
expect them to beat everybody, or to try to do it. Once again, Parfenov with the disc, looking forward to throw it to the guy's upline. But nothing there. Anton with the disc, and I think it's gonna be a smooth hack to the end zone.
Whoa, that was an amazing grab in the end zone by RealFive player.
Yeah, that was a tough one. Zakladnoy was quite close to him, like
Yeah,
centimeters away from intercepting the disc.
right. Close, but still not yet there. And you can see now RealFive cheering themselves with their famous
Real
slogan. Yeah,
five.
real 555. And also the sideline is always happy to catch this famous phrase for them and cheer them up.
Real 555.
Yeah, something like this.
And
Very recognizable.
probably we may tell to our spectators, if they are not familiar with the story, why this team is called RealFive.
No, that's an amazing story. I think those who are going to hear this for the first time will never believe this, but yeah. Shall we?
Yeah, they were playing basically indoor Ultimate 5-on-5 without any subs, and they were telling that they don't need subs at like playing 7 or 8 games per tournament, and they were such a strong team that we, like 15 years ago at least, were seeing those guys in the finals almost every second tournament and being in like top 5 every time. So RealFive comes for that. And then they started to develop the team and established a new generation, and now they have, I think, 30 or 40 players playing, but the name and the
And
history...
the big cock is going to the end zone. Will it be cut? Yes, it is. It's caught by Rampage player 98. Let me give you his name. Okay. It's getting really windy here in Saint-Petersburg. Yeah, so you can hear the wind probably.
I hope you can hear us, though. Well, what's the score? The score is 4-4, and both teams are quite even, and we don't see any team getting any advantage right now. Both teams hold with the offensive style of the play, most likely from Rampage side, we see something like uh, 2 or 3 passes to establish set play, and then mostly from the sideline they have a hack to the end zone. It most likely works. On the other side, from the RealFive side, we see upline coming cuts, and then some swings and break throws. I don't know. This looks quite simple for both of the teams. What do you think?
Mm,
Even though
we'll see.
both defensive sides try to put some pressure, but it doesn't work yet.
Okay, so the disc was caught by Andrei Butikov now to his brother Anton Butikov. Now nice scoober to Parfanov as far as I remember. And now
Beef with the disc.
Podoby, the famous player of Russian national team and RealFive as well, with the disc.
Mission, a nice try, nice beat.
Attempt to catch the disc, but not yet.
The wind was so strong and blowing from behind, so that
And the timeout is
the
taken
time
by
is taken by
Rampage.
the Rampage team. So the wind was so strong that the disc was like
Yeah, falling down very fast.
falling down very fast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now we have a minute break. Can we cheer up for one of the teams?
Rampage?
No. Okay, you go with Rampage. We know you.
Okay, so I think since we mentioned the history of RealFive team, we should also say a few words about Rampage. So, as I already mentioned, it's quite a young club in Russia, but with a very big number of experienced players coming up from different older clubs of Moscow. So basically, they are from Moscow. There were such clubs as Lucky Grass and Dolgoruki, one of the oldest, both ones of the oldest teams from Moscow. And then a few players decided to arrange a team of young passionate players, I would say, focusing on athleticism and physics and all the stuff like this. So they won Russian Indoor Championship a few years ago, and they were so cheered with this, so excited and inspired, I would say, that decided to make up a big team for class tournaments as well. So
and they had
short words about that.
They had a saying, or I don't know, cheering up for the team. They were cheering up, saying "Rampage, Rampage, and don't stop!" Like if you being rampaging on the field, you may achieve more. So that's basically, in my opinion, and as far as I know, was the reason why I called Rampage.
I've never heard the story of the name actually, but
that's my guess. I don't know. Okay,
I just think they're so like young, confused. Oh wow, that's such a close fight from the RealFive player.
Gosha was challenging
very close to Alexei Zatelepin, but
and it's intercepted.
Another team member made it for him, so the defense made by RealFive, and now they're going to continue their offense. They started this point with offense.
Yeah, I think that's a really huge break chance for the Rampage side. It was an incredible swing, like no look pass. Like the defender didn't see it at all, and it's an easy break.
That's a score for RealFive.
It's an easy break, and it's 5-4 to RealFive. I wonder how often do these passes occur?
Which passes?
Like, I mean, it was a no-look swing from one side field of the another, from one brother to another. Probably they have the connection, they do feel each other, but
most likely they do, I think.
The second player was standing, he wasn't even moving when the pass started, and it was floating until the second guy got it, so this was a nice and
That's
smooth.
an amazing stage of connection, I would say, between the players in one team. You can only get it if you play a lot together, years and years and years together. You like feel each other.
Absolutely.
That helps a lot.
That's true. So let's break, and it's getting more and more intense. So
I don't think that was a break because RealFive were in offense from in previous points. So
okay, my bad.
made it
Okay, so that was a hold. So both teams are still scoring the offensive holds. Once again, Alexander Petrenko with the disc, looking for a deep option, but we see Kochkin being poaching all over the field, trying to cover all the deep options. And once again, Alexander Petrenko with the disc, and looking to these guys to shorten the stack, to create some space for deep cuts. And we see one coming with Alexander Dometkin and an incredible.
It was very well defended by RealFive.
Yeah, that is Mojcevic
That's
jumping
amazing.
and diving for an incredible
Deep.
interception. The disc was almost in the hands of the receiver, Alexander Rodometkin. So the guys are really, really on fire. Both teams are trying to their best, and I expect more things to come. Stay with us.
Now Kochkin with the disc. The wind is getting stronger actually.
And Mojcevic with a pass again, and somehow it is
Wow,
caught.
that's amazing save by
Yeah.
RealFive player 65.
It didn't go where it intended.
Yeah, but when it's a good pass, it will always find its way. Oh no, it's what an unfortunate mistake by RealFive after such an amazing save. But now Rampage is going to continue their offense again.
Alexander Petrenko with a look for a deep throw again, but no options were.
Roman Gluck with the
We're
disc
given.
right now, going up line.
Nice upline cut. And one more time, we're looking for swing, I suppose. Yeah, that's
Nice,
a nice one. That's
nice
a nice break throw.
force. And that's a hug. Going to Ruslan Tursunbayev. Will he get it? No, unfortunately.
It was 1 meter close to the end zone.
Yeah, it is out of bounds, I guess.
But it's a nice try.
I really think, Andre, that the game is going to change right now because of the weather conditions, because wind is really, really getting stronger and stronger and stronger. Even maybe the rain will start, I don't know, and it usually changes the whole situation. We'll see.
Yeah, and we'll see a lot of discs like this hanging in the air and a lot of.
Floating up in the air.
Do we have a caller here? What do you
Something
think?
was called.
Yeah, something was called. Can you speak? No,
Hard to
it's
say when
strip.
Strip was called, or it's even harder to say because that's something only players can feel and say
We
for
need
sure.
VAR. I mean the video repeating system from.
That would still not help, you know, because only players can feel it for sure. That's my opinion.
That's why they returned the disc.
Well, that's fair, at least. But to be honest, when hospital pass like this appear, I do believe that there should not be any calls made. Because it's like
I do agree with you.
There's
Yeah.
like an equal situation for both players. The disc is floating high.
It's a
above
50-50,
and,
yeah. In
yeah.
this case,
If-
who wins doesn't matter. It's like,
If there is no real like contact,
oh, another hack. It's against the wind, and it's gonna be caught. And now it's a break for sure.
and now it's a score for RealFive.
Yeah, Mojcevic with a nice backhand going up the line against the wind for like 50 meters and probably 40 meters, and then an easy goal. So the gap between the teams is widening, and it's 6-4 right now. RealFive are getting to the place where they used to be, and the Rampage needs some inspiring to get their offensive play back. You hear the wind. I'm
Yeah.
absolutely sure that everybody, all spectators, do hear the wind coming. So
Yeah, you
it's
could
becoming
probably
huge
see
factor.
a huge dark clouds above it right now.
Do you think that's gonna
Rain
be
is
raining?
expected, and so it's already happened for like 4 or 5 times this day.
Oh, that's Saint Petersburg.
So-
It's okay. 21 times today.
Challenge yourself in different weather conditions. That's why you're coming here.
Yeah. Okay, Kochkin with the ball again, and RealFive is apparently trying to put the best marks on the opposing players personally, man to man. And we see Dannenberg one of the first times coming on the field in the defensive line.
Really? Is it
Yeah,
like
yeah,
his
here.
first time?
I don't remember.
He's a
him come-
leader actually in
But,
Canadian team, but we do not see him
It's a
much in
secret
this
weapon.
game.
They just
Secret
were
weapon, you
waiting
think?
to use him in a proper way. And what we see that all the upline cuts are closed, are like cuts out. Nobody can just get open. and,
Wow, that's an amazing catch by Vladimir
yeah, that's
Susyan.
something like 3 meters high. And I wonder, he jumps 330. And as far as I remember, he's working on his vertical jump more.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's such an unfortunate thing. Ruslan Tursunbayev almost caught it.
That's the wind factor. It's getting a huge factor.
Which team do you think suffer more from the wind?
by all means, it's Rampage. The
Rampage.
younger players, they good with their legs. They're fast, they're athletic, and they're like passionate. But what we called class, like the
Mhm.
level of throwing
Yeah,
in the wind, that's the real five.
for
So
sure.
Kochkin with a disc, looking for a
And the
deep
hug,
option immediately,
big
and
and actually
Mojcevic
very nice
and
hug. Will it be
Petrenka.
caught? No,
No,
Alexander Petrenko did amazing defense
was it
here.
called something?
Hard to say.
But he was.
Well, they were running very close, shoulder to shoulder.
And I think that he was like screening the path of Alexander Monchoy.
Screaming.
Not screaming, but screening,
Screening,
like
okay,
not
got
letting
it.
him go
Yeah,
through,
right. Like
and
like blocking him from.
blocking.
Yeah,
Yes, the
okay.
proper English word. And I wonder if it's like fair play. They discussed it and decided that it is quite fair, and
Yeah, they
this
decided to turn. So.
turn is a turn. So right now,
Alexander with the disc, trying to hug big again.
against the wind,
Yeah.
and against the flat force of a big guy, like with a wide spreaded hands.
Yeah. Do and RealFive in offense right now. They're trying going up line, then a swing. Very close defense from Rampage here. RealFive are at the sideline. Kochkin with the disc almost in the end zone, and yes,
And it's a break
that's
again, and
break.
it's 7-4, and Kochkin with a nice break pass.
Yeah, that was
Outside
really
in.
nice indeed.
It looks really easy, but in such a wind, throwing such a floaty outside in pass is quite a hard job to do.
Absolutely no easy things happen in such a wind.
I wonder what will do the Rampage side right now, because they definitely need to change something to catch up the game, the tactics, or probably be more patient with the disc. Because right now it looks as if they hack and hope, and they like consider themselves capable of catching everything, but it's not like this right now.
So, what would you personally suggest Rampage to turn the game into their
They
favor?
are going downwind, so they have a lot of options. Most of the teams, looking to their previous points, will expect them throwing hacks, so that they may like fake them, the hacks, and then go for the in cuts, and 2 or 3 in cuts, so the team wouldn't know, the opposing team wouldn't know what they're doing, and wait patiently for an option for a hack if it's needed. But more patience, more in cuts, and more working with the disc. Not 2 passes, but 3, 4, 5, 6 passes needed to wait for a proper possibility or option to score a simple goal. So right now Alexander Petrenko with the disc again, throwing to Rudomyotkin, and they're working on the.
Vladimir Sasyan, number 7 with the disc.
And it's a
Nice
nice
floaty.
Oh, an incredible grab
Yeah.
right on the cone, and it was a
Ruslan
crisp.
Tursunbayev again.
Yeah, but look at the pass which was thrown, like
It
with
was
a
beautiful.
incredible accuracy. It was like pinpointed to the very end of the end zone. Really solid play from the Rampage side.
Very often I see that tall guys are good with the hugs and long passes. Why? Why
That's
does it happen?
because of the physics and how the human body is like the bigger. What's the English for it?
Yeah.
We are not really
know
good
how
at
to say
anatomy.
in
frankly
terms,
speaking.
in physics terms,
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah,
something
yeah.
like this. So you mean that kind of his arms are long
A
and
little
he can
bit, yeah.
turn his body very huge amplitude or something like that?
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
basically what I was thinking about, and thank you for clearing it out.
Okay, I hope it was clear for the our audience as well. Anyway, so RealFive, their typical offense line. And a big
Andrei
hug again from
to Mishin.
Andrei.
And a nice catch.
Andrei Butikov.
That is their style when they throw the outside in throw to the upcoming guy, and I think it's halftime.
Is it?
Guys, is it halftime?
It's 8-5. It's supposed to be halftime. It's halftime right
Yeah,
now.
and now we have a 5 minutes break, and we'll be back to our streaming
Yeah,
in.
in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, thank you very much.
А мне, пожалуйста, да. Я хочу есть, я очень хочу есть.
Чем мы можем помочь?
Сколько хафтайм?
Что сделать надо? Хафтайм 5 минут, ну там 15.
А там дают с собой?
Нет. У тебя денежка есть наличные?
Да, нет.
Давай-ка я тебе выдам. Сколько там?
Сейчас. Не, на сегодня хватит.
Хорошо.
Блин.
Саш, ты закроешь там это, пока его не будет?
Короче, тебе нужно смотреть, что сделать.
Может хотя бы счет пока повертеть. Счет повертеть одну камеру, да?
Счет повертеть. Здесь нужно будет включить камеру один. Да, Паш, сделай так, так будет гораздо лучше. Точки не забудь переключать.
А у вас большая камера работает, да, сейчас? Да. Все хорошо? Да, она и не включалась. Да, ты хочешь проверить?
Мне кажется, у нее качество вообще не нравится.
Че?
Качество у камеры вообще не нравится.
Оно лучше стало или что?
И оно в солнечную погоду вообще ужасно.
Залипает как будто.
Что?
Залипает, видишь? Повыше не хочешь?
Так лично она по небу экспозиция начинает бегать.
Welcome back to the game. We have a little substitute. It's me, Konstantin Basas.
Let's say hi to Kostya, everyone.
Hey, thanks. And let's come back to this wonderful game that we have in our hands. And
Oh, and that's an unfortunate mistake from Rampage. And RealFive on offense.
yes, RealFive anxious to get this one right away. Real quick movement there. Ivanov with the disc. Disc on the far sideline. Not a lot of options there. Rampage is really clumping down. But then finally some upline movement. Nice swing. Okay, I have to come back. We not so experienced players from RealFive, well, I mean, judging, not the veterans, are doing a wonderful job of pushing the disc forward. They're right in front of the end zone. Nice patience there.
Nice patience indeed.
Zolotov with the disc and turnover.
Again, an unfortunate turn, just like a few seconds before Rampage did. But Rampage has another chance to score in this point. So, what will they do? Alexander Petrenko with the disc, moving it to Alexander Demyotkin in this middle of the field right now. And a nice cut to the zone from Roman Gluch and the big hug. Amazing. Was it in the end zone? Not yet. Oh my god! Wow, Ruslan Tursunbayev. It's like his fourth or maybe fifth score this game already.
I know, he's
Yeah.
on fire.
On fire he is. That was a great offense from Rampage.
We see, yeah, both teams are willing to put their body on the line and jump as far as possible. We've seen a spectacular play from Ruslan.
Yeah, from
Okay. Wow. Quite a spectacular play there. Trust me, you can make sure you can be 100% sure that both teams are gonna do all the possible things to stay in the game. They're pretty equal in powers, I would say.
yeah, both teams are very athletic and strong and
Oh, yeah.
physically trained well, and as we already discussed with Andre in the previous half, hardly any of the teams will play zone defense here. They all are fans of man-to-man, I guess.
Oh yeah, hard physical running, a lot of hucks. That's what we're in for.
Nice upright movement from RealFive right now.
Stuck on the sideline, saved by the last second, and looks like there's some contact.
Some call is supposed to be made, I think. Not really
Judging
clear here.
by the hand signals on the side, somebody said there's a
A pick?
pick called. Yeah, let's see. Might be like it. After
So
this quick stoppage, this goes back in the game.
Yeah, still cut from 0. Okay, so what shall RealFive do? Nice swing. Nice break force. Oh, such an unfortunate again
Was
attempt.
not very easy to come down with it. It was
Yeah.
very well. Have a lot of spin on the disc, so it was quite hard.
Yeah, that was an upwind and therefore very strong pass, I think.
Oh,
Very
yeah.
difficult to catch.
Yeah, well, every time Mikhail Khudobin gets the disc, he's gonna put it hard. Go, watch out for it. And now Rampage is very happy to get the disc back in their hands.
And
Let's
they
see.
are going to will it be taken now, unfortunately again.
The idea was great, but the execution may be lacking for a little bit.
Yeah, that happens. And RealFive again with the easy and beautiful score here.
Well, definitely some miscommunication on the defensive side. The player was completely
So
open.
this score now is 9-6 to RealFive. They are leading. And they are confident therefore.
Oh yeah, but guys, watch out. Rampage is known for its tenacity, and they are the guys who are gonna push and kind of force every second of the game. So if a Real Five kind of get too confident, well, I'm sure Rampage is gonna punish them for that.
Absolutely, they will. So we are now observing typical defense line in Real 5 team. So Kochkin leading the defense in this team now with the disc.
What I really like is the mix of these veteran experienced players and some young blood, some
Exactly.
completely new players to the scene, but I'm 100% sure you're gonna see more of them.
Same in Rampage, but maybe there are little fewer experienced players in there, not such experienced as Real 5 leaders. But still they're young and they are athletic, as I said, and the good throwers they have.
Okay, and
Just like this, amazing big hug, and it's gonna be taken by Ruslan Tursunbayev, number 9, the best scorer I would say on this game, score
and
guy.
overall a kind of very handsome guy. So please please pay attention.
Kosty's a big fan.
Oh yeah, well known for that. But let's see, maybe this brings a spark to Rampage right now, and maybe this is gonna be the beginning of the big streak
Comeback.
of comeback, big streak of plays.
Probably.
So score is 9-7. It's not that big of a difference when the teams of such a caliber play.
Yeah, just 2 points difference is not such a big difference to relax for one team and to give up for the other.
And as we were saying, conditions change very quickly.
Yes, they are. I mean, so there was rain, there was
Sunny one more
sunny,
time right
yeah.
now.
I was almost going to say snow, but luckily not yet.
Let's hope for that.
Again, Dumbutik with the disc. Amazing execution.
Kolya Bobinkov
Nice
to Mikhail
moving.
Khudobin, and is it gonna be caught?
Is Gosha Arsenyev going to take it? Yes,
Yep.
he is.
Perfect execution one more time. RealFive is just showing. I don't know. They're not showing off, but they're just showing that
They're
it's
showing their best,
easy.
I
It's
think,
just
and
yeah.
that's how they do it. That's it.
When their offense is rolling, it's near impossible to stop that kind of truck.
And I love seeing how they feel each other on the field. I mean, they have such a strong connection. They played with each other for many years, and it's just great to watch this. When the disc moves fast, when the throws know exactly where the cutters will run, etc. I just love it.
Well, Rampage is known for just last second layout bid from behind. So I'm really hoping they're gonna give us a treat and show this type of play. So, but for now they need to capitalize and get one more O point on their board.
Do you know any history of these two teams playing against each other? I mean, like, do they play often?
I
Against
wouldn't
each other, or
say quite often, just kind of different regions, but RealFive is from Nizhny Novgorod and Rampage is from Moscow. But I would say they're kind of they have some history already. To my knowledge, RealFive mostly coming up on the winning side, but might not be the case in this time. Let's see.
Okay, so Rampage again with a big hug. Very nice one. Amazing backhand hug from Alexander Zamyotka, number 20.
Oh yeah.
That was easy again. At least it looked easy.
So you see, it's very interesting when both teams have really high caliber players. For example, Rudomyotkin here is playing for Russian national for mixed, as far as I remember.
He played mixed on the sand, and he played an open in European Championship on the grass in Hungary this year.
So we have quite a lot of talent here on this field. So, but please look out for newcomers, for new players, some people that are not spotted in the national teams yet. they're quite as talented as well.
Absolutely. And I cannot but say that Russian teams, Russian nationals, performed really, really well this year on both sand and grass. Especially that was a great achievement for open team in European Championship in
Yeah,
Hungary this
in
year.
Yes.
They let me remind you, they finished with bronze medals, which is huge for Russian ultimate actually.
So some people here in the field are actually familiar with each other and used to play on one side. Now they're facing each other as opponents.
Yeah, so they know each other very well.
Oh, yeah.
Their favorite throws, their manner of cuts, something like this.
Yeah, type of
someti-
food they
yeah,
like.
yeah.
Nice up the line throw.
Yeah, that was
no contest
nice.
there.
Score.
Yes, very
RealFive.
hard to stop. So RealFive going to double digits. It's 11-8.
11-8. Yeah.
And thankful St. Petersburg weather is pouring down sunshine at us at the moment. Something that we're very unfamiliar with, but hoping to get more of.
Yeah, enjoying the weather here. As I already mentioned in the previous game, I think if you want to challenge yourself in different weather conditions, just come to St. Petersburg, and most likely in one weekend you will get sunshine. Yeah, you will get burned in the sun
Oh, yeah.
and got
Maybe frostbite
wet
a little later.
frostbite or something
Yeah.
like this.
Okay, that's right. Everything under pretty much almost one roof, so to speak.
Yeah.
Okay, meanwhile, RealFive getting ready. I'm sure they want to disrupt this offense that Rampage is putting up.
So what would you suggest Rampage do to win this game over?
Well, they first of all, they really need clean execution of their offense. Let's see if they
I
manage to do
agree.
that.
They really need to be more accurate with the passes, like this one. This is a beautiful
looks good.
puck.
Oh, such a eye candy there.
Yay! Very
You
nice
have
one.
to notice that while Alexander Petrenko was throwing forehand kind of breakthrough.
Was it a forehand?
Yeah, it was a forehand.
I
That's
really
a
thought it
that's a
was
cool.
backhand.
No, that's a cool part. It was a forehand, but it ended up on the left side of the field, so it was like inside out flick. Quite a talent there on the
Yeah,
handle
it was an
side.
amazing execution of the big huck, I guess.
Well, maybe if you have arms that long, you can pretty much.
Are you jealous here, Kostya?
Aw.
Would you like to throw the same passes?
Of course. No, but to be honest, that was a spectacular display of talent and pinpoint throw. Right now, we can come back discussing what Rampage have to do to stop this.
Yeah, just your idea. What to do to stop this and to start scoring?
Somehow they need to stop the pace. I would think some maybe junky defense, something that can slow down RealFive even for a little bit. Maybe.
Some creative defense.
Yes.
Oh.
I would probably. Ooh!
Wow, that was creative enough, wasn't it?
That was that layout defense was quite creative.
That was totally Rampage style.
Oh yeah, Rampage.
Rampage, that's one of their. Like,
Yes. Somehow in
cheering.
my mind it just plays like, "Are you ready to rumble?" Okay, and now Rampage has a short field to play with. They really need this
Sergei
break.
Zakladno with the disc, I think, a lefty handler.
Oh yeah. Is it Ramyotkin with the disc?
Now Rademetkin, yeah, with the disc. Anton Guzikov on the force. And oh! Wow! RealFive got it back.
Guys, everyone looking at this moment. The defense was perfect, but quite a lot of contact, but nobody's saying anything. Perfect
And
throw
was
there.
easily caught by Beef, almost in the end zone. And
Hey.
the score for RealFive.
The next thing that RealFive could do is probably start yawning during the offensive points. Like they made it look so easy. Like not the first half, not the one that was deed, but as you can see, they
Well, they are cheering themselves.
of course.
With their famous real 5FI.
Of course, but what I was saying is that you see they're quite confident with the disc. Even if something happens, if their opponent goes like 110% and makes a defense, they're still quite calm. They're like, we're gonna get it back.
Yeah, no, yeah, that actually the championship
Mindset, yes.
mindset exactly.
Okay.
I mean, RealFive are always confident. I mean, they feel confident. I never see them losing this confidence, even if they are losing during the game. Maybe that's the secret.
That's very important, I'd say. Okay, right now let's see what type of mindset Rampage have. I'm sure they're hungry for medals. They're hungry for more points. Let them show that. Ooh, hug goes up. The pull goes up, but Lay actually lands out of bounds.
So will Rampage start from the sideline or from the break point?
Let's see.
I never saw a guy raising the hands up, so
I think it's
no,
a
still
break mark.
Still break mark. Okay.
Oh.
What would you choose in this situation? A
No,
break
break mark
or a
sounds
sideline?
break mark sounds good, and way more options.
And the big hug again from Rampage. Nicely
Perfectly
caught by
caught.
Ruslan Tursunbayev, and he finished this scoring to
Yeah,
the
now he
red
has not only goals but assists as well. So climbing up the statistics ladder there. Ruslan, it's okay. We know
what
it's
I
all
really like
for the
about this
points.
game is that both teams are playing big long hugs. It's
Yeah.
always nice to observe this game when guys run long and get this big pass, and that's like
Oh yeah, and also please
Interesting
notice
to watch, yeah.
that both teams, they're fighting very hard. They have some layouts, some contest. They're like the nerve is up there, the spirit is up there. They're all cheering.
absolutely, yeah, and they're not necessarily homemade. That's also very important
Yeah.
for in terms of the
For
spirit
example, I was
inside.
very surprised because the defense previously that RealFive did was with a lot of contact,
Mhm.
but nothing was called. Okay.
That's because both teams get used to such athletic game.
Oh yeah, we've just seen a scuba there.
Wow, Gosha Arsenyev made a beautiful hug again.
Zero hesitation.
Yeah.
Zero hesitation. Throw right away as
It-
soon as you got the disc.
It seemed to me he was not even looking at the end zone. I mean, he maybe just saw a blink of a
Yeah.
dark blue jersey there, and the
Wow.
next second he
Everyone can
made a hug.
throw these looking. Just try not to. Close your eyes. I really like the break for scuba from Anton Butikov. You can always expect some interesting throws in his arsenal.
Do you think he's gonna do this game as well?
Sorry again?
Do you think he's gonna do any scuba inside
Oh,
scuba
I hope
this
so.
game?
I really hope so. And I'm actually, to be honest, I'm looking for some hammers. I always think it's hammer time.
Well, there were surprisingly a lot of hammers in the previous game where I played. There was a Cosmic
yeah.
Girls against Elvis
Oh, yeah.
Presley. There were a lot of hammers.
Yes, Elvis Presley were just hammering.
Yeah, and they
Hammering
did
on.
it quite well actually.
Okay, Rampage with the disc one more time. In the center, Alexander Petrenko is big threat, big hander, and the hammer goes up.
Trying some tricky defense, I think, or was it just Uno?
No, you're right.
Uno, something like this.
It's a mix of
Yeah.
it's
Look at them. They're doing this three people
it's
like
more of
cup,
a zone.
like a
look.
cup. Yeah.
Yes.
Here are hammers.
Few
You wanted it,
hammers.
you get them.
Okay, I hope any wishes that I have come to reality that easily.
Okay, I wish something right here. So what's gonna happen? Oh, I
Whoa.
wish they are okay. Actually,
Yeah. Oof.
both of them.
Okay, if you try to go for D,
Oh, that was tough.
try to steer away from your opponent.
I just wonder, was it necessary? I mean, sometimes you try to jump forward. I mean, in attempt to make the D.
Yeah,
but
this-
sometimes it just.
This was
no
quite a late bid. I'm hoping that the
Oh.
Rampage player is gonna be all right. He's limping a little bit, but yeah.
I really hope this guy is okay.
Okay, everyone listening to us, please consider health of other players and be safe. Hopefully, everyone's gonna be fine. Disc is gonna be tapped in back in the game. So let's hope it's gonna be a bit more clean later on.
Yeah, hope so.
Alexander Petrenko with the disc, facing one more time the zone D. And actually works pretty well to slow down this offense. Wide swings. Oh wow, what? Another injury. I think that
What?
RealFive,
Seriously?
RealFive player just
my God.
rolled his ankle, kind of trying to shift around.
Ouch. Oh my god.
Yeah, ankle is not a
Uh,
like kind of soft spot of yours, right?
Yeah, that's my like favorite, let me say, injury.
Okay,
It's
this
really unpleasant, but
of course.
luckily, very often that's not so serious as
Oh yeah,
it could be.
let's hope so.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a transition to man personal defense.
So
Buddies
Rampage
gets the
going
disc.
well, yeah.
Tursunbayev with going for a
And the
hammer
hammer
to
again.
Petrenko.
Petrenko did it nicely in the air.
Big height mismatch.
Oh,
Ooh.
such an unfortunate mistake.
Just slipped out
Oh,
of
just-
hands.
Yeah.
Is it gonna get thrown
Kochkin is
long?
going to hug for sure. I can say it even before he released the disc.
Oh yeah, doesn't look like a perfect huck there. A lot of players, and yeah, their attempt for a second grab, but Rampage was on point.
Alexander Petrenko with the disc all alone.
Oh yeah, he was like, "I'm gonna hug it. I'm gonna hug," and then yeah, decided.
I'm
against
gonna
it.
hammer it. Whoa.
Ooh. Too long in the air. That should have been a bit
Yeah.
faster hammer, I would say.
Or maybe no hammer.
No, you should not say that. No. Don't be. No prejudice against the hammers, please.
Okay. I'm fine with hammers. Totally. So RealFive.
Majewicz with a disc and maybe a slip there. Just the throw was not right on money. Who's gonna pick up the disc?
Alexander Petrenko.
You
is
guessed
going to.
Reset over there. Rudamyatkin with the disc. Finding Tursunbayev. Far sideline. Is he gonna try to attack the end zone there? Really short dish. Should we expect another hammer? Should we?
Now maybe.
Let's see. Petrenko with the disc.
Okay,
Now
hammer
finding-
guy, do it now.
Yes. And a nice throw is gonna stay in bounds.
Oh, was it?
Let's see.
I don't think so.
Okay. Kochkin and others are pointing out, so barely, but barely outside. But the effort that Rampage player used there. Okay, now RealFive.
A lot of guys are running long to the end zone. Who's gonna get it? Defense got it.
Well, Rudamyatkin was very anxious to get under the disc, and he jumped really early.
Okay, Boris Gern is wide open there. Swing to Rudamyatkin.
This was a very long point.
Exactly. Do you think the most like physically strong team will win? I mean, those who had better stamina.
I would say just patience works better, and we know that veteran players here have composure in mind.
And a big cock to Tursunbayev.
Yes.
No, was defended by
Not-
3 RealFive players again, just once.
Not a
one
perfect
Rampage
matchup.
one.
Oh yeah, when 1 versus 3,
Unlucky.
probably
Yeah.
not the best way to do that. Not the chances that you want to take.
But to be honest, if there were more like offensive players, that would not be easier for the receiver.
Yeah, you're right. Smart reset. This can center the field. Real quick movement there by
Real
RealFive.
quick by RealFive.
Yeah, sorry, we have to.
He's gonna get it, I'm sure. Yeah, he is. And
No players around.
Patience pays it off.
Yes.
You were right.
So this time, RealFive managing to get another point. It's 14 to 10. They're one step closer to finishing this game.
I'm not sure if the time is over.
Yeah, it's very close to it. So maybe a couple more minutes left.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, well,
Anyway,
Rampage
the
had a
game-
couple, not a couple, plenty of opportunities in this one, but this tight defense from RealFive didn't let them get the score on board. They really, really needed it. Okay, so it's sorry, we're just very, very famous here, so people are coming to take pictures of commentators. That's the price of fame. That's what you have to pay, and hopefully some of the players.
Should we take money for this, do you think?
Yeah, I think we
Like
should charge.
taking a picture
Oh,
of the
yeah.
monkey?
Yes. Speaking monkey, hopefully players of this game are gonna have the same fame and recognition as we have after this one. If they maybe show how cool they can be.
Cool as. I just came up with the this weird proverb from English. Cool as a cucumber. Never mind.
I like it.
Have you
I
heard
think
it?
cucumbers are pretty cool. Okay. Rampage are gonna bring it to the brick mark.
Seems like Alexander Petrenko is always on the field.
Oh yeah.
Does this guy have rest?
No.
Sometimes.
No rest for the weary.
Restless. Okay.
Good defense from RealFive. Not. Oh, then Tursunbayev is the one getting open.
Nobody's defending him.
It's impossible. Like why bother if not possible to do that? This goes up.
Oh, double catch by the two very tall guys of
Yes,
Rampage.
I know. Like they
They
should
are like
split.
the tallest here, I think.
They should probably split this assist. This
Here,
catch.
this plastic
Yes.
two
yes.
parts.
But I mean, anytime you see your players with this height streaking deep, just put it up to them. At least one of them is gonna catch it. Maybe two, as we just see in this one. So
But have you heard situation in the field when it's not the end zone but the main field area when two offensive players catch the disc and drop it simultaneously?
oh wow.
Uh,
No,
the-
that's sad. Like I mean, that could happen.
That's a turnover, of course, but
Oh,
yeah, I think I saw this a few times. In
Maybe
different
a bit
games.
more
Such an
communication.
unfortunate- maybe. But more often I see that both players catch this. Yeah, like take it very, very carefully.
Oh yeah, of course. Okay, this time Rampage really wants to get this one back. Pool's gonna sail. Is it gonna stay out of bounds or come back?
Out of bounds, I think.
Yes, it's another field also altogether.
Players are smiling. That's so nice watching people enjoying themselves during the game all
Oh,
the
yeah.
time. Even though they're Russians, you know, Russian face and stuff.
Sometimes they smile. I know this is very strange to see.
You see, we do smile.
The muscles cramp, but they still try to do that. Okay,
Can Anton Butikov with the disc.
putting it deep.
Big hug. Yeah, they always make this connection.
Yes.
Butikov and Beef.
Defender was right there, but just mismatched his jump. Mistimed it. Is it gonna be the end? Butikov with a hammer.
Just like you wanted. Yeah, that's it.
That's a treat, guys. It feels like they're playing just for my benefit, but no, it's for yours as well. Thank you so much for watching
Thank you
this game.
everyone for watching this game.
Yeah.
See you.
It's 15 to 10
11.
to 11. That's
Yeah.
right. And RealFive got this one. See you in later streams. Bye.
Bye bye.